God says, your soulmate is saying, I have to warn you. Something happened today. Open this right now, my beloved child. Come closer and quiet every voice that has been pulling at your attention. Set aside every distraction, every fear, and every thought that tells you this moment is ordinary. It is not ordinary. I have brought you here for a reason. You did not arrive by accident, and you are not reading these words by chance. I know what has been hidden in your heart. I know the questions you have whispered when no one else could hear. I know the nights when you wondered whether anyone truly understands your journey. I know the moments when you smiled before others while carrying silent burdens within yourself. I have never left your side, even when you believed you were walking through life alone. My hand remained upon you. Even when doors closed, I was protecting you from places that would have stolen your peace. Even when people walked away, I remained faithful. Now listen carefully. There is something you need to understand about this season of your life. The answers you have been searching for are closer than they appear. The breakthrough you have prayed for is already moving through circumstances you cannot yet see. Every delay has been preparing you instead of punishing you. Every challenge has been strengthening your spirit instead of destroying your future. Do not mistake silence for absence. When I seem quiet, I am still working. When nothing appears to be changing, I am arranging events beyond your vision. When people underestimate you, I am preparing to reveal what I placed inside you long before anyone recognized your worth. Today something shifted. It may not have happened where your eyes could see it, but it happened where your future is being prepared. Someone made a decision. A conversation took place. A closed door remained closed so another could soon open. A delay that frustrated you prevented a greater disappointment. A connection that seemed distant is moving closer. You may not understand every detail today, but one day you will look back and realize that this moment became the beginning of a beautiful testimony. Now I want to speak to you about the person you have wondered about, the one you call your soulmate. Do not become impatient. Do not allow loneliness to convince you that I have forgotten my promise concerning your life. The right relationship is never built only on attraction. It is built on trust, growth, honesty, patience, kindness, forgiveness, and the willingness to choose one another every single day. Many people chase excitement while ignoring character. You must never make that mistake. Character lasts longer than charm. Integrity survives when emotions change. Faithfulness remains when circumstances become difficult. This is why I care more about who someone is becoming than who they appear to be today. Listen carefully. If this person is truly part of my plan for your life, I am preparing both of you separately before bringing you together. Preparation is not rejection. Waiting is not abandonment. Growth is not punishment. Everything has its proper time. Your soulmate has experienced struggles that few people know about. They have faced disappointment. They have questioned themselves. They have carried burdens silently. They have wondered whether love would ever find them. Just as you have prayed for clarity, they have also searched for direction. Just as you have hoped for peace, they have also longed for healing. Neither of you has reached this point without scars. Yet scars do not disqualify a person from love. Sometimes scars become reminders of how faithfully I carried someone through difficult seasons. Now hear these words. Your soulmate is saying within their heart, I have to warn you. But the warning is not about fear. The warning is about wisdom. The warning is about protecting what is precious before it is placed into careless hands. The warning is about refusing to repeat old mistakes. The warning is about recognizing unhealthy patterns before they become permanent habits. Too many people ignore warning signs because they desperately want companionship. Do not sacrifice peace simply because you dislike waiting. Never trade purpose for temporary comfort. Never silence your discernment simply because someone speaks beautiful words. Actions always reveal what words attempt to hide. Pay attention to consistency. Pay attention to honesty. Pay attention to humility. Pay attention to kindness shown when no reward is expected. These qualities reveal the condition of a person's heart. Something happened today. Perhaps not in the dramatic way your imagination expects. Perhaps no announcement was made. Perhaps no message arrived. Perhaps nothing obvious changed. Yet in the unseen places where destinies are shaped, something moved, a lesson was learned, a harmful influence lost its power, a wrong opportunity disappeared, a necessary conversation occurred. A heart softened, an old wound began to heal, a future began moving closer toward the moment I have chosen. Never underestimate the power of unseen progress. Seeds grow beneath the soil long before anyone celebrates the harvest. Your life is no different. You have asked me many questions. When? How? Why has it taken so long? Instead of focusing only on those questions, ask another one. What are you teaching me today? That question opens doors, because every season carries wisdom. Every challenge carries instruction. Every disappointment can become preparation if you allow me to shape your heart. You are becoming stronger than you realize. You are becoming wiser than you were yesterday. You are learning to recognize peace instead of confusion. You are discovering that true love does not demand that you abandon your identity. The right relationship will encourage you to become more compassionate, more honest, more patient, and more faithful. It will not require you to pretend to be someone you are not. Remember this always. Real love grows through truth. False love survives only through illusion. Do not fear the truth. If someone truly values you, honesty will strengthen your relationship instead of destroying it. I am leading you away from confusion and toward clarity, away from anxiety and toward peace, away from manipulation and toward sincerity. You have already survived situations that once convinced you your story was over. Yet here you are, still standing, still hoping, still learning, still becoming. That is evidence of my faithfulness. Every breath you take reminds you that your purpose continues. Do not let disappointment write the ending of your story. I am still writing. I am still leading. I am still opening doors. There are moments coming that will make today's uncertainty easier to understand. Until then, continue walking with integrity. Continue choosing kindness even when others choose selfishness. Continue speaking truth even when deception appears easier. Continue believing that goodness matters, because it does. Your character is preparing you for blessings your talent alone could never sustain. You have been asking me to reveal what is hidden. The answer will come at the right time. not before your heart is ready, not before the other person's heart is ready, not before the season is complete. Trust timing that is guided by wisdom rather than impatience driven by emotion. I know what tomorrow holds. You do not need to fear the future when I already stand there waiting for you. So breathe peacefully, walk confidently. Choose hope instead of despair, choose faith instead of fear, choose gratitude instead of bitterness. Every one of those choices transforms your heart. The message continues, because there is still more I want you to hear. Stay attentive, for what comes next will help you understand why today's unseen events matter more than you realize. My beloved child, stay with me a little longer. Do not rush through these words as though they are meant for someone else. I want you to receive them with a peaceful heart, because there are truths I have been patiently preparing you to understand. You have spent so much time wondering about tomorrow that you have almost forgotten the value of today. Today is where strength is built. Today is where character is refined. Today is where faith grows deeper. Many people believe their greatest blessing begins when they meet the right person. But I tell you that many blessings begin long before two lives ever meet. They begin in the quiet decisions no one applauds. They begin when a person chooses honesty over deception, forgiveness over bitterness, patience over frustration, and hope over despair. These quiet victories shape the future more than dramatic moments ever could. That is why I have been working in places you cannot see. While you have been praying for answers, I have been preparing hearts. While you have been asking me to move quickly, I have been moving wisely. There is a difference. Speed impresses people. Wisdom protects them. Never mistake delay for neglect. Sometimes I slow your journey because I can see dangers beyond the next turn. If I allowed everything to happen according to your timetable, you would carry burdens you were never meant to bear. Trust the one who sees the whole road. Now listen carefully. The words, "I have to warn you," carry a deeper meaning than you first imagined. The warning is this: do not let fear become louder than faith. Fear has a way of inventing stories that have never happened. It tells you that you will always be alone. It tells you that your best days are behind you. It tells you that everyone else is moving ahead while you remain forgotten. Those thoughts are not the truth. The truth is that your life is still unfolding. The truth is that every season has a purpose. The truth is that I have not forgotten even one promise I have placed within your heart. Do not compare your journey to another person's timeline. You do not know the lessons they have faced. You do not know the burdens they have carried. You do not know what I have planned for either of you. Comparison steals gratitude. Gratitude restores perspective. When you become thankful for what you already have, your heart becomes ready to recognize the blessings that are still on their way. Your soulmate has also been learning lessons, not because they are perfect, not because they have never failed, but because growth often begins after disappointment. They have learned that words without actions create confusion. They have learned that trust cannot be rushed. They have learned that respect must be given freely, not demanded. These lessons matter, because lasting relationships are built by two people who continue choosing what is right. Even when life becomes difficult, do not chase appearances. Many things look beautiful from a distance but cannot survive the storms of life. Instead, value kindness, value humility, value integrity, value peace. Those qualities become stronger with time. Beauty may capture attention. Character earns trust, and trust is one of the greatest gifts two people can share. Something happened today. Perhaps someone walked away from a decision that would have caused unnecessary pain. Perhaps someone chose honesty instead of pretending everything was fine. Perhaps someone finally released the weight of an old regret. Perhaps someone decided to stop repeating patterns that only brought disappointment. Small decisions often become the beginning of extraordinary futures. Never underestimate a single step in the right direction. A mountain is climbed one step at a time. A strong relationship is built one honest conversation at a time. A peaceful life is created one faithful decision at a time. You have been asking for signs, yet many of my answers arrive quietly. The sunrise does not shout. The seasons do not argue. The seed beneath the soil does not announce its growth, still. Every one of these follows the purpose I established. Your life is no different. Even when progress feels invisible, it is still happening. There are moments when I remove people from your path because they cannot accompany you into the future I have prepared. Do not resent every goodbye. Some departures are acts of protection. Some endings make room for better beginnings. If you continue holding tightly to what I have already removed, your hands will not be free to receive what I am about to give. Release what no longer belongs in your life. Release old resentment. Release unnecessary guilt. Release the desire to control every outcome. Peace grows where trust is planted. You are not responsible for carrying the weight of tomorrow. You are responsible for walking faithfully today. That is enough. Your future does not depend on endless worrying. It depends on faithful steps taken one day at a time. Remember how far you have already come. There were moments when you believed you would never smile again, yet joy returned. There were moments when you thought every opportunity had disappeared, yet another door opened. There were moments when you questioned your own strength, yet here you are, stronger than before. Do not forget those victories. They remind you that difficult seasons never have the final word. I have seen every silent prayer, every tear, every hopeful thought, every act of kindness no one noticed. Nothing done with sincerity is ever wasted. Even when the world overlooks your goodness, I do not. Continue becoming the person you hope to meet. If you desire honesty, practice honesty. If you desire patience, practice patience. If you desire loyalty, become loyal. The future you seek begins with the choices you make today. Do not wait for someone else to become the reason you grow. Grow because it honors the life I have given you. Then, when the right season arrives, your relationship will not be built upon emptiness. It will be built upon two hearts that have learned the value of faithfulness, forgiveness, and peace. Do not allow loneliness to convince you to accept less than what is. Healthy, temporary comfort is never worth lasting regret. Stand firm in your values. Remain gentle without becoming weak. Remain humble without forgetting your worth. Remain hopeful without becoming impatient. The timing of your story is not an accident. I know every chapter before it unfolds. I know every conversation before it begins. I know every opportunity before it appears. Nothing surprises me. Therefore, let your heart rest. The future is not held together by chance. it is held together by purpose. Your soulmate may not know your name today, you may not know theirs, yet if it is my will for your lives to cross, no distance, no delay, and no obstacle beyond its proper measure will prevent the right meeting at the right time. Until then, become more compassionate, become more grateful, become more courageous, become more peaceful, because those qualities will bless every part of your life. Not only your relationships. One day you will look back and understand why every lesson mattered. You will see how every disappointment redirected you. You will recognize that even the waiting had purpose, and you will realize that what seemed like silence was never my absence. I was leading you all along. Do not lose heart. The story is still unfolding. The warning has become wisdom. The waiting has become preparation. And today's unseen moment has already begun shaping tomorrow's blessing. Keep walking with confidence. Keep trusting with patience. Keep choosing what is good. I am with you in every step, and I will continue guiding your path until the purpose I have prepared is revealed in its proper time.